Hello, people that like the orange stuff. Or maybe just people who watch my channel, you don't even like orange, but you're gonna, cause the new orange amps are kinda cool. Rocker 15 Terror, nice. Now we're looking at the Brent Hinds Terror. Is Brent Hinds Terror? What's with the Terror? Terror for orange, for some reason, means they're lunchbox amps, because they came up with a freaking lunchbox amp. They revolutionized it. No, they came up with it. The Tiny Terror was one of the first all-metal little lunchbox amps. Or it was the first. Now, for that reason, they call all their lunchbox amps Terror. Even though I think, personally, and I've mentioned that to them, that it might be misleading people into thinking that it's all about the metal and the evil. The Rocker 15 has a huge variety of sounds, a huge range, especially that natural channel, that clean channel, can do a lot of stuff. If you only use that with your pedal board and never use channel 2, you're totally fine. So, looking at this thing, the Brent Hinds Terror. I can't do this. Terror. Now, who is Brent Hinds? I asked myself as I unboxed this thing. I had no idea. Yeah, I know you're gonna hate on me now because, how can you not know who Brent Hinds is? You're such an idiot. I get ridiculous comments for not knowing certain musicians. You know what? You don't know everyone. Do you know who Steve Reich is? I don't know. Do you know? How many Hanson albums do you have? Exactly. Thank you. So, no, I didn't know who Brent Hinds was. I heard of the band Mastodon. Hadn't heard them though. So, as the amp was still in the box, I ordered 3 albums, bought them, got a little bit smarter about what's happening there. It is a little bit difficult in those productions to discern what Bill Kelleher and what Brent Hinds does, because it's all very dense in the mids, including the kick drum and the vocals. It's all kind of in the mids, and then there's some shaker up here. So, who plays what? I don't know. I didn't look further into it, because I don't want to review this amp for the people that want to be in a Mastodon tribute band. I want to review this amp as, an amp and find out who is it good for. Absolutely everyone. Got that? That was a... Whoa, what? So back to the amp. It is exactly laid out as the Rocker 15 Terror. Only difference is it says Brent Hinds on it. It has Brent Hinds' scribbles, and he has a face tattoo for reasons that I don't know, and that's actually on his forehead. So that's very cool. I think that they incorporated that, and also that they put that on the knobs. See the little tribally spikes? I think that's a very cool detail, giving this amp not just apart from the signature sound, just a very cool, I want to call it subtle Hindsification. It is Hindsified. So, if you look in the back, you can see what says Mastodon, or Le Mastodon in Le French. Foot switch input to change the channels. Of course, they don't give you a foot switch, which, why? I ask. Effects loop, which is working beautifully. We're gonna see that. 3 outputs and headroom and bedroom switch to actually get the amp to be even quieter. If we look at the front, other than the on-off, pictogrammed, I'm gonna say pictogrammed, with a British plug, which always reminds you of where it comes from, Le Britain. You have the big and small speaker, so that's full power, half power, in the middle is standby. And then we have the natural channel and the dirty channel, and as I mentioned before, very masculine, big-ass switches. There is nothing flimsy on this thing. All pictograms, no words. The natural channel or the clean channel is just volume, that's it. There is no EQ, no bright switch, no bullshit. You have gain, bass, middle, treble, right to left in this case, and le volume for the drive channel. For some reason, this thing, this beautiful orange emblem, is a sticker. Not quite sure, maybe because it's more colors than they could print on here, but it's a sticker. So, we're gonna go through everything. How does it handle overdrives in front of it? How does it sound by itself? How does the effects loop handle pedals? How does it sound into the Torpedo with the cab that we always use? In this case, actually, it is the Fortin 412, a UK and a US mixed together. Really awesome sound. And then the new thing, thank you Dennis Schock for inspiring that. I bought a stereo mic from Biodynamic and have that hanging there, running the whole time through. And we're going to pump it with my AMPETE switcher, which is right there. I can switch between different cabs, different amps. I'm going to pump it into this coffee custom cab right there. And we're going to see how it sounds in le room. Chambre. La maison. Dans la maison. Sur la table. Avec le chaise. Oh, peppermint mocha. First thing I learned in French. Le chat est sur la table. The cat is under the table. You need that all the time. So, here's my baby Murple. We have single coil possibility by pulling up this tone knob. So this is a great guitar, a lot of flexibility that we can throw at this amp. Let's start with single coil sound. I have no idea what Brent Hinds plays. Some of you will troll me and tell me how can you not, and me. Maybe you'll run into him. I'll ask him. There we go. There is the sound. What's that? That's a cool sound. D major 7 with a G. Sharp 11, major 7. Ah! G major 7, sharp 11, 9. G major 7, 9, sharp 11. That's cool. Let's do that with some chorus. Lead mix. Here we go. That's the Chase Bliss Warp Vinyl Hi-Fi. On the Chase Bliss Tonal Recall. Delay. That clean channel is great. How does it handle an overdrive in front of it? The 385 by Walrus Audio will answer this question. likey a lot. Moving on to the dirty. Let's see where the dirty starts to be dirty. Ah, that's one of the differences to the rocker. The rocker starts to be dirty right here, and it's actually kind of clean in this area, and then starts to dirty up right around here. But you can actually set it to be exactly like the natural channel, at least very similar. But this is immediately dirty. It's immediately apparent that the Brent Hinds Terror has less of a gain range on the dirt channel than the Rocker 15, which goes from pretty much clean to super gain. This starts at some gain and doesn't go to super gain, but goes to a good, let's call it fat rhythm sound. So not as much gain as some other orange amps. Or it's, let's call it the brother, the Rocker 15, but also less saturated and dense, and therefore some of that orange fizzle that some people don't like isn't necessarily there. It's still there, and I call it, that's a good thing. That fizzle, it's good. It's the orange sound. But it is less dense, more open sounding. I like. Great for those raw, it's more raw rhythms. You know, gritty, real. It sounds real, raw. All those R words. Rawr. EQ. feeling that the EQ range is a little bit wider than on the rocker. I have a feeling you have a little bit more sculpting power. So let's see what we can do. Les mids and typical smiley face. It is not your lead player's amp because it's that openness means it compresses less. Less compression means the notes stay less long. So you're fighting a little bit harder to play leads than, let's say, with the rocker. On the other hand, you can put a pedal in front of it and push it a bit, and there you go. So let's try that. We'll take the 385. That works like magic. So yes, let's check it out in Le Room, because I'm now going into that coffee cap. Holy shit, this amp is loud. Let's go to the Engel rack next to it, number 9. That's vintage 30s. Back to the greenbacks. Beautiful. Clean in the room. This with some delay and some here and. insane clean channels on those amps. Gotta say that. So, that's the Brent Hinds Orange Terror. What do I like? I love the sounds. I love that it's not super high gainy. It is I would say it's primarily a rhythm player's amp, I think, because it doesn't go into this super crazy gain. But maybe you don't need this. It is not as flexible as the Rocker, but it is voiced raw and with less saturation and less compression. I use these words without any guarantee. This is what it comes in, which is just brilliant. You know, power cables right in here. Great little case to take you to gigs. Comes with a strap on. Comes with a strap. I mean, really cool. Has that new amp case smell. And so, as I always say on Orange videos, why is there no foot switch? Come on. Yeah, the Orange foot switch is supposed to be very good and expensive because it's very good, but not including it on this. Sorry. The handle, as I said on the Rocker 15 video, it doesn't retract or fold over, which means you cannot put anything on top of your amp. Also, not great. So let's see if you show the amp again. See this? It doesn't go down, it doesn't go... You cannot put anything on top of it. What if you want two of these on stage for like a super mega stereo setup? Stacking them on top of each other, not gonna happen. The Engel, for example, has a metal handle, but you can actually push that down. The Joyo Mjolnir has a handle very similar to the Orange, which does fold over. Very neat. So I think some kind of solution for that would be nice, because I like to put... I'm special. Yeah, I know, special bus special, I understand. But I like to stack amps because I need to put them somewhere. Look at this freaking place. So, in order to stack them, having a handle like this, really not so cool. Most people don't have that problem. Other than that, I love the little graphic details. I love that it's voiced differently than other Orange amps, but it's still an Orange. And I don't think this is just an amp if you like Mastodon. I think it's a great amp if you're a fat rhythm player. I don't mean that you're overweight. I mean you want to play fat rhythms and nasty, grindy, raw, real rhythms. There will also be a video where I'm actually comparing this with the Rocker 15 back to back so you can hear the difference. And now, check out my links below. Please use them to support me, would be very nice. There's also Reverb and Patreon, all that stuff. Please use it. And animals at the frickin' end, as always. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I will be different, I won't make the same mistakes. I'll take a new path, another direction. I won't know, I won't be my father's son.